In a company, CXOs are the leaders. Just like we have political leaders, social leaders, CXOs are the ones who are the leaders of a company setup. How do you become one? I think is the thing that you need to work towards. Because each one of you, the one wearing glasses there is going to be a leader. The one with the green dress here is going to be a leader. The one in the back black shirt is going to be a leader. Each one of you are going to be a leader, because whether you are a leadership material or not, you need to be polished. You're almost ready. You need to be polished, put a good shine on you, teach you these skills, and then let you go in the society so that you can lead the companies, lead people, and lead organizations of this world. I want all of you to take up leadership roles, good or bad. You are going to take it up, and you are going to make a difference in life. A leader is simply someone who steps in first without knowing what is going to happen. He is the one who takes the first bullet. He is the one who takes that first step, because he doesn't know everything, nor he can solve everything, but still he puts that first step. If you are going to be a leader of tomorrow, be ready to take that first step. You may not know how to solve the problem. You may not know how to deal with it, but you have to take the first step. Because looking at you, other people will take the step. Leaders should always speak last. In a team setting, you should listen to others' opinion. Ask questions, get clarifications, then you speak in the end. That is when you make a true, responsible leader. But nowadays we see in society, leaders speak first. They just screw up everybody else's ideas. They take up 90% of the time, hardly any time left for anybody else to give a comment. Isn't it? Those guys don't make good leaders. They don't make good CXOs. You want to become a good CXO, good leader, please wait. Listen to your team members and speak last. I think this is something that we need to put together, because leader is not in charge. He's not in charge, but he is someone who takes care of people who are in your charge. You're not in charge. Fold your sleeves and jump in and solve a problem. No. You are somebody who is going to take care of people who are in your charge, under your charge. So please take care of your team. The more you take care of your team, the better leader you are going to become, because situations will throw problems at you. But you know you can solve it. You know you can solve it. But you should not jump in and solve it if you want to become a leader. You should let others solve it. Your team members solve it. Help them to understand the problem, dissect the problem, help them to look in different ways and solve the problem. Teach them. Because I taught many people 20, 30 years ago when I was just a PhD student, they remember me even now. Not because I was a leader, because I became a teacher. I taught my team how to think. I taught my team how to solve a problem. That is when you become a leader. Not folding your sleeves and jumping in. No. You have to teach your team to solve the problem. Look in different directions. That is when you become a leader. That is when people value you the most, because you taught something to me. That remains for a very long time, friends. Keep that in mind. It is not about shouting when something goes wrong. It's just about helping them to understand the problem, helping them to solve the problem and put together the puzzle. Because end of the day, CEOs are not responsible for customers. Everywhere you keep hearing this. Leaders are responsible, CEOs are responsible. But you can't deal with every customer that walks in. Do you think Airtel CEO can deal with every customer who walks into every store? or Geo, or whatever trends. We all go to trends, isn't it? Or any shop that you go. Do you think the CEO is responsible for every customer who walks in? No. CEO is responsible for the managers who manage other people. He is responsible for his team, so teams can be responsible for the managers, so that managers can be responsible to the front office guys who actually deal with the customers. So you have to understand you are responsible not directly to the customers, but to the people who are reporting to you. Those people had to be made responsible to the people whom they are managing, and those managers have to be responsible to the doers, the workers who are there on the shop floor or facing the front of the customers and deal with them. So the chain of responsibility, you need to understand this, because nobody trains you to be a leader, just like parenting, isn't it? Nobody trains anybody to become a parent. Your parents were not trained as a parent anywhere. No, they had a child and then they figured it out. They experimented on you. Some of you turned out to be good, some of you turned out to be terrible. Some of you complained then and there, some of you complained after 15 years that you did that 10 years ago to me. Right? It is an experiment that your parents went through to bring you up. You are going to do the same experiment to bring your children, because nobody is training you to be a parent. Leader is also somebody like that who nobody trains. They learn, they experiment. And the best way to do is a couple of points that I mentioned.